If a simple Sunday dinner notification makes your chest tighten, you're not dramatic. Your nervous system is reacting to history. Ever get that Sunday dinner notification and immediately feel your chest tighten, like your whole body just wants to run the other direction? You're not being dramatic, and you're definitely not a bad person. There's actual brain science explaining why family time feels so draining. And honestly, the reasons are way more fascinating than you'd think. Some of us genuinely dread the holidays more than Monday mornings, and that's completely okay, because your nervous system has its reasons. Today, we're breaking down the real psychology behind family gathering anxiety. Spoiler, it has nothing to do with being cold or ungrateful. Your brain is running a whole background operation you don't see. So let's talk about what's actually happening inside your head right now. First, everyone loves to blame this on introversion, like it's simple. Oh, you just need alone time to recharge your social battery. But that explanation only scratches the surface of what's really happening. Introverts can actually be super social with the right people around. The real issue is something researchers call forced or obligatory social interaction. You're not there because you want to be there necessarily right now. Your brain picks up on that lack of choice immediately and fast. And when you feel trapped, your nervous system activates a stress response. It's the same response you'd get stuck in traffic or a boring meeting. Your body doesn't distinguish between physical danger and social pressure that well. So yeah, your fight or flight mode can kick in at brunch. Fun fact, your heart rate might spike just from forced small talk. It's not about hating people, it's about losing control over your environment. When you can't leave when you want, your brain registers that constraint. And constraint, even in safe situations, triggers ancient survival instincts deep inside. Your amygdala, the fear center, lights up like a Christmas tree, basically, even though logically you know you're safe sitting at the dinner table. Now, here's something wild that happens the second you walk in. You're a full-grown adult with a career, maybe kids, responsibilities, but suddenly you're bickering about chores like you're 12 years old again. Psychologists call this regression, and it's rooted in family systems theory. Every family operates like a mini social structure with assigned roles locked in. There's the responsible one, the mess-up, the overachiever, the peacemaker. And when everyone gathers, those roles activate like muscle memory kicking in. Your mom still sees you as the kid who lost everything. Your sibling still competes with you over the dumbest stuff imaginable. And here's the worst part. You fall right back into it too. You could be a literal brain surgeon running a whole department, but one snarky comment from dad and boom, you're a teenager again. This isn't a character flaw. It's just how human memory works. Those family relationship patterns were formed when your brain was still developing. The neural pathways are deep, like grooves carved into stone over time. So when you're back home, those old pathways light up instantly. Your brain basically time travels to every awkward moment from your childhood, and you're stuck reliving emotions you thought you'd moved past years ago.
It's like your current self gets overwritten by your younger self temporarily. The confident version of you just vanishes, replaced by insecure teenage you, and it can take hours or even days to feel normal again. This is why some people need serious recovery time after family visits. You're not weak. You're literally recovering from emotional time travel regression. Your brain needs space to reconnect with who you actually are now. Now, let's talk about something that exhausts people even more than arguing. It's called masking, and it's not just for neurodivergent folks here. Everyone does some version of this performance at family gatherings, trust me. You laugh at jokes that aren't funny to keep the peace. You avoid certain topics because you know they'll start World War III. You pretend to care about someone's new diet or essential oils business. It's emotional labor, and it's invisible, but it's incredibly draining work. Ever leave a family event completely exhausted, even though you barely moved? That's because managing everyone's feelings burns serious mental energy fast. The part of your brain responsible for self-control works overtime constantly. You're running damage control while also monitoring everyone's reactions and moods. It's like playing emotional chess, but nobody follows the same rules, and your aunt keeps changing the game halfway through without any warning. If you already mask daily because of ADHD, autism, or anxiety issues, family gatherings are masking on expert mode with no breaks allowed. Because these are the people who remember you before you had it together. They remember you when you were awkward or different or didn't quite fit in. And part of you worries they'll see through your carefully built facade. So you mask even harder, which drains your battery twice as fast. You're monitoring your tone, your body language, your facial expressions every second. You're calculating what's safe to say and what topics to avoid. It's like running complex social algorithms in your head non-stop for hours. And all of this happens subconsciously. You don't even realize you're doing it until you get home and crash completely, unable to do anything else. Some people sleep for 12 hours after a family gathering, seriously. That's not laziness, that's your brain recovering from intense cognitive labor. Then there's the comparison trap, which honestly deserves its own documentary. Humans naturally measure themselves against others. It's built into our psychology. Psychologist Leon Festinger called this phenomenon social comparison theory back then. And family gatherings are basically comparison competitions disguised as casual conversation every time. How's work going really means, are you as successful as us yet? Seeing anyone special translates to, why aren't you settled down like me? You look different is code for, I have judgments about your choices. And here's the brutal part. This comparison activates your brain's pain centers. Studies show social inadequacy lights up the same regions as physical pain. So hearing your cousin bought a house while you're broke actually hurts. Your brain processes that emotional hit like stubbing your toe hard. Except physical pain fades, but the comparison sticks around for days, haunting you. It follows you home, keeps you awake, ruins your entire week sometimes. You start questioning every life choice you've made up until this point. Maybe I should have gone to grad school like they suggested. Maybe I should have taken that corporate job instead of following my passion. The comparison spiral can trigger anxiety, depression, and serious self-doubt quickly. And social media makes it even worse because now the comparison never stops. You see their vacation photos, their engagement announcements, their perfect-looking lives, and you're sitting there eating cereal for dinner, wondering where you went wrong. But here's the thing. Those comparisons are almost always based on incomplete information. You are comparing your messy behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. Your cousin's perfect life might be held together with duct tape anxiety, but at family gatherings, nobody admits the struggle. They just show the wins. Let's get honest about boundaries for a second, because this matters. In your regular life, you've probably worked hard establishing healthy boundaries finally. You don't respond to work emails at midnight on a Tuesday. You don't let friends crash indefinitely on your couch for months. You've built systems that protect your time, energy, and mental health. But family? They treat boundaries like optional suggestions, not actual rules. Invasive questions aren't just okay, they're considered normal, caring family behavior. Your privacy isn't respected, it's reframed as love or concern instead. Your personal choices aren't yours, they're suddenly everyone's business to discuss. Here's why this matters. Boundary violations trigger a real stress response. They threaten your sense of autonomy, which is a fundamental psychological need. When your mom interrogates you about dating for the 10th time, she's not just being nosy, she's triggering your brain's threat system. Because losing control over your own life makes you feel unsafe. And feeling unsafe equals danger in your brain's primitive survival wiring. Your body can't tell the difference between invasive questions and actual threats. It just knows something feels wrong and sounds the alarm accordingly. Your cortisol levels rise, your muscles tense, your breathing gets shallow, all because someone asked why you're still single at 32. The physiological stress response is real, and it's exhausting to manage constantly. And when you try to set boundaries, family often responds with guilt. "We're just concerned" becomes code for "your boundaries don't matter here." Family doesn't keep secrets means your privacy is not respected or valued.
Why are you being so sensitive translates to your feelings are inconvenient. This guilt tripping is a manipulation tactic, whether it's intentional or not. It keeps you compliant and prevents you from protecting your own well-being. And over time, that pattern erodes your sense of self-worth gradually. You start believing that your needs are less important than keeping peace. You internalize the message that setting boundaries makes you the bad guy. But healthy relationships of any kind require mutual respect for boundaries, always. Blood relation doesn't grant automatic unlimited access to your personal life, ever. So what do you actually do with all this information right now? First, give yourself full permission to feel exactly what you're feeling. Dreading family gatherings doesn't make you selfish or mean or broken. It makes you a self-aware human with boundaries and needs. Second, consider being strategic about how you show up to events. Plan shorter visits, set a time limit, and stick to it firmly. Have an escape route mapped out, like a friend on standby. Book a hotel room instead of sleeping at the family house. This isn't running away, it's protecting your mental health intentionally and wisely. Bring a buffer person, like a partner or friend, for support. Having someone there who sees the real you can be incredibly grounding. They can help you stay connected to your actual identity, not the regressed version. Plus, they can rescue you from uncomfortable conversations with a well-timed interruption. Third, practice phrases that shut down invasive questions politely but firmly now. "I'd rather not discuss that" can work wonders if you say it calmly. "That's personal" becomes your new best friend for boundary-setting moments. "I appreciate your concern, but I've got it handled" ends most unwanted advice. You don't owe anyone explanations, justifications, or detailed answers about your life. A simple no is a complete sentence. You don't need paragraphs. Fourth, give yourself permission to leave early or not attend at all. You can love your family and still choose not to spend time together. Proximity doesn't equal connection, and obligation doesn't equal love or caring. If a gathering is genuinely harmful to your mental health, skip it. Your presence isn't worth sacrificing your peace, and that's perfectly valid, always. Some people do holidays solo or with chosen family, and that's beautiful. There's no rule that says you have to celebrate the same way. Fifth, consider therapy if family dynamics are really affecting your daily life. A good therapist can help you process childhood patterns and build resilience. They can teach you skills to stay grounded when those old roles activate, and they can help you separate who you are from who your family thinks you are today. Sometimes we need professional support to break generational patterns that hurt us, and there's absolutely zero shame in getting help to heal from family trauma. Sixth, remember that changing family dynamics is a slow process over time. You setting boundaries might make people uncomfortable at first, and that's okay. Discomfort is not the same as harm, even though it feels bad. Your family will adjust, or they won't, but that's not your responsibility. You're responsible for your own well-being, not managing everyone else's feelings constantly. And honestly, some relationships improve once boundaries are in place consistently. Seventh, build your chosen family, the people who actually get you completely. Friends who support you, mentors who believe in you, partners who respect you. These relationships can provide the belonging that biological family doesn't always offer, and they prove that deep connection isn't limited to DNA at all. You're allowed to create a version of family that actually works. You're allowed to protect yourself, even from people who share your DNA. And honestly, that kind of self-awareness is incredibly healthy and strong. So next time someone questions why you're weird about family stuff, you can explain the psychology or just send them this video. Either way, know you're not alone in feeling this way at all. Thousands of people are navigating this exact same struggle right now worldwide. You're not broken for needing space from people who drain you. You're just done pretending that blood relation automatically equals safety and comfort. And that realization, that's actually the beginning of real emotional freedom. It means you're prioritizing your actual well-being over outdated obligation and guilt. It means you're breaking cycles that probably go back multiple generations, honestly. And that takes courage, even when it doesn't feel particularly brave. So go ahead, set those boundaries, show up on your terms, or don't show up and choose peace instead, without any guilt. Your mental health is worth keeping up appearances for others, and the right people will understand and support you no matter what. The people who love you want you to be healthy and happy. They won't demand that you sacrifice yourself to make them comfortable, ever. And if they do, then maybe it's time to reevaluate that relationship. You deserve relationships that energize you, not ones that drain you completely dry. You deserve to feel safe, respected, and valued in every interaction, period. And if family can't provide that, it's okay to create distance. Distance doesn't mean you don't love them. It means you love yourself, too. Thanks for watching, and remember to take care of yourself first, always. Hit subscribe if this resonated with you. We talk about this stuff often. And check out the next video for more psychology that explains your life. You're doing better than you think, I promise you that much.